Okay, Olivia, where is it? I've searched everywhere in this house and it's nowhere to be found, which leaves one possibility. You took it.
I took what?
Oh, come on. Lorelei's diary. Hand it over.
You know what? Do you have any sense that life exists outside your precious, petty, privileged little world, Beth? You're so self-absorbed you don't give a damn.
Oh, that is rich coming from you. And nice try, by the way, trying to change the subject, but I'm not buying. I want the diary.
Fine. I'll give you back your stupid diary, and I'm not surprised you want it back. It's one heck of a steamy read.
Hello. Did you get my message about Zach?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I went over to Harley's yesterday to pick him up, and Toro is still there under the same roof as your son.
And?
Well, you're not going to allow this to continue, are you? After all, he's a bad influence on him.
I'll tell you what, Dad, your concerns are duly noted.
Well, they should be. I'm his grandfather.
You know, this may come as an enormous shock to you, but I am actually the one who makes the decisions about my son's life, not you.
So there's no change in my brother-in-law's condition. And what about my sister Cassie? Did she stay there all night again? Well, can you do me a favor? Can somebody maybe take a sandwich into her or something to eat? Because when she gets upset like this, she has a tendency not to. Great, I'd appreciate that. Thanks so much.
You know you should take her that sandwich.
And I said I can't, because she wouldn't take it, much less let me in the room. I should have told her about Richard's moonlighting.
Richard practically begged you not to.
Yeah, well, I should have followed my instincts. Then maybe he wouldn't have been driving at that exact moment, and he wouldn't be in the hospital right now.
And maybe Cassie would have been with him, and well, both of them would be in ICU right now. Reva, hindsight is futile. You didn't keep Richard's secret from Cassie because you wanted to hurt her. You did it because it's what he asked you to do.
And it backfired.
Well, she's had the night to think about it. Maybe she's not so angry now.
Yeah, ha, 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 ha. You know, we women, we don't let go of things all that easily. I guess I just have Mara on my mind, too. Why hasn't she come down yet? I want to hold her. I want to talk to her about this. You know, if Tony Santos tries to come within 100 yards of her, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and he hurt our little girl.
Tony Santos isn't going to go anywhere near Mara. I made sure of that when I saw him last night.
I always knew he had a violent streak, but I never thought that he would raise his hand to her. I mean...
I'm just thankful he didn't go further.
And you're absolutely sure about that?
That's what she told me. If you want to ask her again, woman to woman, I think that would...
Ask me what? Hi, Mom. Hi, sweetheart.
So if you have any problems, you call me.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
So?
So what?
The number you gave Tony?
It's about Romeo.
What about him?
So, one of Romeo's running buddies is willing to give up information to the DA about stuff he did back in Chicago.
Illegal stuff, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it may not be admissible during the trial, but hopefully it's sentencing if the judge has all the facts.
He'll get a stiffer sentence, and the Santos name will never be connected.
Michelle, do you or don't you agree that Romeo is dirt and needs to be put away for a very long time?
I agree.
Okay.
But...
Okay. Romeo did what he did then and now. I'm just making sure the judge has all the facts.
Fine.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I have your approval.
It is amazing how finely you can split hairs. No. You know what? Maybe because Rick is so sick right now, or poor Richard is struggling in the hospital, but I am not going to leave things unsaid. I don't want this to fester anymore. It's time.
Time for what?
It is time to deal with the elephant in the room, Danny.
In the room. What elephant, honey?
Danny, like you don't know? My father, returning from Africa courtesy of you, for which I am eternally grateful, and if I haven't said that enough, I'll repeat myself. You did the impossible, and you did it purely out of love, and I will love you forever for that.
But
I want to know how many laws you had to break to pull it off.
all right. I know this has been bugging you, I know. First, you need to understand something. These people who were holding your father over in Africa, you think my family's bad. I mean, we're angels in comparison. These people, Michelle, were armed to the teeth. They were, well, desperate and cold-hearted. There was only one thing that was going to get their attention.
Money. $1 million, right?
Mhm.
I know
Right.
that. I just want to know how you got it.
The fastest way I could. Michelle, look. You and Rick wanted your father here. It was a matter of life and death, literally. I mean, every day counted.
I know this. These are things I already know. My question is still the same, Danny. Did you break the law to get this money?
So why does it matter?
Oh.
No, I mean, really, what difference does it make
Because
at this point
it
how I got the
does.
money? Why? Unless you want to pay it back.
I
or
do
what-
actually.
Michelle, that's ridiculous.
What? I don't
Come on,
want
that
my
is
father
totally...
freed at someone else's expense.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Honey, because if I had come to you and said, sweetheart, your father is in a hellhole over in Africa and he could die any day, but I can get him out of there tomorrow, but I may have to bend the rules, bend the law a little bit to do it. What, you're telling me seriously that you would have said, no, honey, that's okay, just let him rot over there? Come on. Besides, the person that I got the $1 million from is hardly the paragon of virtue.
Oh.
Trust me.
Okay, so you did get the money from your mother. You got the money from Carmen.
No, I got it from Olivia Spencer. All right? And believe me, it was a very small price to pay for her to get what she needed.
Which is?
The renovation of the old Beacon Hotel. You know, it's very difficult to keep the cost down on a project that size. You're dealing with trade unions and suppliers, and they pad the costs of everything. So I guaranteed Olivia that she wouldn't run into those kinds of problems.
I cannot believe that you were telling me
Michelle,
this.
if it hadn't been me, it would have been one of the other families. At least this way, the money went to a good cause.
You blackmailed Olivia, and now you're justifying it?
Hey, when this is the end result, you're damn right it's justified.
Last week, you told me you had some dirt on Iatoro that you were going to use as leverage to get him out of Harley's house. I go over there yesterday, and he's still there. My question to you is, why haven't you acted?
If it were any of your business, Dad, I would tell you.
I repeat, it is my business,
Actually,
Philip.
No, actually, it isn't, but it's irrelevant because the information that I had on Iatoro, I gave to Harley.
You did what?
Yeah, I gave it to Harley. I made a decision to trust her in this matter.
Well,
and that's that.
I assure you, Bedlam is about to ensue.
Report me to the police. Go ahead. I'm sure they can use the laugh,
Hey,
Beth.
Hey, lady. What's going on?
Lorelei's diary. Olivia has it, or to be more precise, she stole it.
Wait,
What?
you stole Beth's diary?
Lorelei's diary. There is a distinction, right?
What is wrong with you, Olivia? Why do you have this perverse need to goad Beth on about something she is trying desperately to forget?
Are you? Are you trying to forget it, Beth?
There you go again. Give it back,
Don't
Olivia.
order me around like I'm one of your lackeys.
Olivia?
Wait, Dad.
Okay, look, fine. I admit it. I'll give you back your precious diary, but I have to warn you, it's not in the same condition as when I found it.
You shredded it?
Why would you do such a thing?
For a reason you'd never believe, Alan.
Try us.
All right. If you must know, I was trying to help Beth.
I have some phone calls.
Okay. What can I get you?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, juice, toast. Your daddy said you didn't have any dinner last night. Okay, I'm gonna come right out and say this. I want to kill Tony Santos. I mean, look at your bruises and... Are you sure you don't have anything else to say to me? You're sure?
Mom, I've never seen anything like it. He was so angry at me. You know, I tried to talk to him and I tried to explain it to him, but he didn't care why or how it happened. All he wanted to do was hurt me and to get back at me.
And it didn't go any further than that, right? I mean, because you tell me. You do know that you can talk to me about anything, Laura.
I know, Mom. I would have, you know, but I know you've got Richard and you're really upset about...
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't try to protect me from your life. Being your mother is the most important thing to me.
I know. I'm not thinking.
I know. I understand that. Just tell me, Mara, what happened that made Tony so angry? You said that you were trying to tell him something and he wouldn't listen? Romeo, but Romeo's gone. He's out of the picture.
Yes, now, but before, when it was Tony that was in jail, do you remember when he confessed how upset I was?
Upset is... You were devastated.
Yeah, I was really angry, you know? I felt so betrayed, and you remember I was here that night, and then I left.
And you took the fifth of vodka, and you didn't come home until the next morning. You were with Romeo.
Trust me, Mom, you can't be any more disappointed in me than I am in myself.
I mean, you didn't go so far as to...
I know, Mom, I know. It's... I feel horrible. I was just, you know, I was furious and I was wasted and I wanted to lash out at Tony. I wanted him to pay, and Romeo was he was there.
So last night you went to tell Tony about Romeo.
Well, yeah, I was going to. I was on my way to, but you know, now I'm glad that I didn't. Because how it happened, what Tony did, I finally got to see him for who he really is.
Now, Mrs. Santos, those tests weren't so bad, now were they? You wait right here, and I'll arrange for the van to take you home.
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to do that. I'm a grandson. I'll take her home. But you know what? You may not be alive when I get you there. So, Abuela, the doctors say you've been making great progress, especially with your speech. So I want you to repeat after me. I've been a very bad person. I nearly let my grandson go down for a hit I ordered. And now I deserve to pay for it.
Don't know. I would never let you pay for my mistake. You know that.
Do I?
Why do you think I called the family together that time? Huh? Because I wanted to confess everything. But then I had my stroke and I could not speak.
Wasn't that convenient? You ordered Romeo to rub out Catalina, Abuela.
I will not apologize for that. Catalina betrayed you.
I would have handled it.
So, I beat you to it. What's the difference?
The difference? The difference is that you wanted Mar to take the fall.
Too bad. Too bad it didn't work.
What the hell is the matter with you, Abuela?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? What's the matter with you? Huh? Taking up after those stupid little girls who don't deserve you. That Mara Louise has been nothing but trouble since the day she came close to you. Huh? And now you are back with her again.
I am not back with her again.
What does she have to do to you, huh? How will she have to humiliate you before you decide to have enough character and stay away from her? Huh?
I said I am not with her anymore, Abuela. Mar and I are over, finished. And this time it's for good, all right? Let's go.
You know, in my head, I actually believed that if I told Tony about Romeo, really explained it to him, that he would understand. That's how deluded I was.
How did Tony find out?
Romeo told him. You know, it's okay, really, Mom, because now I am able to see what Tony's really capable of.
That's a good thing.
Well, if I had told Tony myself, then maybe he would have stuffed his emotions inside, and then he might have exploded later on, right? Maybe when I would have been more invested in the relationship, or we would have been married or had kids, or... It's better that it happened now.
Well, that's a very rational way to look at it.
Well, I'm being honest.
I know. And that's good. But you have to know that it's okay to feel things.
Yeah, I do. I do. I feel fury. A lot of it.
And pain.
Mom, don't do that, okay? Please don't feel sorry for me, all right? At least half of this is my fault, so I need to take responsibility for it and learn from it, all right? Because I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this happen to me again.
You know, you keep talking about how you want to get past this Lorelei thing and move on with your life with Phillip and the kids. But ever since this diary popped up, you've been a little preoccupied, so okay, I made the decision to stop it. You're welcome.
And this shredded paper is supposed to be the diary.
No, Beth, it's the Magna Carta.
I don't think so, but it certainly could be the Spaulding annual report, couldn't it?
Okay, what? Now you're accusing me of lying about this.
Yes, that would be correct.
You know what? If it's the diary, I'm not going to shed a tear over it.
How can you defend what she just did?
I'm not defending what she did. I'm just saying that I think the diary is a Pandora's box full of things that are best left forgotten, okay? Whatever her motivation, I do think she did us a favor.
If she destroyed it.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Why don't you gather up all these little pieces of paper and paste them back together? It's gonna take a few months, but in my opinion, it's a more productive way to spend your time than, let's say, hanging out with Bill Lewis.
Olivia, you'd better be telling the truth.
Stop threatening me.
Well, I guess we'll never know if this is the diary or not.
Does it matter?
No. It doesn't. You're right.
Just 1 minute.
That picture would not have been possible without Olivia's money. So, go ahead. You want to tell me that I was wrong to make it happen. Tell me.
Danny, those words will never pass my lips.
All right.
I will love you forever for what you did, and so will Rick, and so will my dad.
But you don't like the way I did it. You know, Michelle, I'm not crazy about it either. You think I wanted to hit up Olivia? There was no other way I was going to get my hands on that kind of money. Oh, you think that there was? Okay. Honey, how would you have handled it? What would you have done differently? And remember, we're talking about $1 million here, so your bake sales and barbecues are not possible.
Well, what about going to the Spaldings? Wasn't that long ago that we saved them from a massive security breach? I'm sure they would have coughed up at least part of the money as a thank you. And Rick could have mortgaged the house for the rest. Or I could have done a fundraising drive at the church, or Holly could have done it through the Journal.
Those are good ideas.
Yeah.
They are. No, they are. They're good, and they might have worked in a few weeks or months. But, honey, the goal was to get your father here yesterday. You always think pie in the sky.
You always think in the gutter.
All right. You know, maybe those alternatives never occurred to me, Michelle. Maybe I was faced with a situation and I solved it the only way that I knew how.
Exactly. Exactly, Danny. That's why I'm worried.
We will continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
You know what? If this is about Zach, I don't want to hear it again.
That's his nickname. His given name is Alan. He is my namesake and my grandson.
Yes, a mistake that was made during a moment of sentimental weakness. He happens, though, to be my son, and I will decide where he lives.
Yes, but that's the point. You haven't decided anything. You've abstained from making any kind of decision because you don't want to have a row with Harley. You know, that is so unlike you. So un-Spalding.
God knows that a Spalding can't be reasonable. A Spalding can't possibly give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You know, you're living proof of that. The way you live your life and the way you treat everyone in it. It's got to be your way or the highway.
Only when I'm right, which is most of the time.
But not all the time. You do know that. You do know that you're not always right. I'm not doing this. Why am I doing this? I made a decision to trust Harley. I don't need to defend that decision to you.
If you could have seen the environment that she is raising Zach in, he needs to be with us. We are his family.
Oh, and Harley's not his family?
We are his nurturing family. There are 3 generations of Spaldings under one roof here. We can give him academic opportunities, culture opportunities, a richer environment.
Oh, literally.
And look, you and Beth's relationship, it has stood the test of time. How many times do I have to explain that to you?
And you're here.
Yes.
Right.
I'm here.
Right. I just want to make sure you didn't bury the lead there, Dad, because the most important part of this environment is that you're here and you could watch Zach and you could pull the strings and you could control him just like you like to control everything else in your life, just like you would like me to control everything in my life. See, which is what this is really all about, isn't it? You want me to be exactly the way you are in that regard. And you know what? God help me, sometimes I am. Fortunately, we don't share the same genes, so there's actually a little hope for me.
You're not going to play the adoption card.
No, I'm just telling you that I am...
Family is family. You and Zach are my family. Blood or choice. It's my responsibility to take care of you. And one of these days, you're going to thank me for that.
I know.
And until then, I will soldier on and do what I have to do.
What does that mean?
Well, when you didn't return my phone call, I took action.
What kind of action?
Well, let's just say the Harley-Gus Toro problem will resolve itself very soon.
What did you do? What did you do?
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, here you are, sweetie.
I am feeling so much better. Everything is getting really clear, really fast.
Well, that's good.
You know, I'm gonna learn something from this experience with Tony, or I'm gonna die trying, because I've been so self-absorbed the past few months. I've been all caught up in my own little dramas.
Little things, Mara, they're not little dramas. You witnessed a murder, honey, and the man you loved was charged with it.
Yes, loved, past tense. Meanwhile, you and Dad got married.
Yes, and you were right there with us.
Well, not like I could have been, or should have been.
Sweetheart, you were right there.
Rick Bauer is waiting for a heart transplant. Richard, my own uncle, RJ and Will and Tammy's daddy, a man, one of the best guys that I know, is struggling for his life right now in the hospital, and I'm you know, sitting here feeling sorry for
Mara,
myself.
You've been through an ordeal.
Yes, well, now it's over. So I am gonna get my life back on track, and I'm gonna get back to being me and back to being a part of this family.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go visit Aunt Cassie in the hospital. You wanna come?
No, later.
Okay. I love you. Thank you for this talk.
Sure.
So much better.
Mara. I'm so proud of you. The way you're so determined to move on. But you loved Tony. And love doesn't just disappear once you start thinking clearly.
Yeah, well, it's over.
What happened?
She went to the hospital to see Cassie.
You should have gone with her.
I told you I can't.
And I'm telling you, you're making a mistake.
Beth, you make me blush.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Come on in.
You know, I really prefer to unwind alone.
Well, not me. Besides, I think we're both here for the same reason. Alan. Your father can be trying.
You noticed?
Listen, a good hot soak will make you feel better. It's helped me. Oh, come in, Philip. I'm not gonna bite.
Reva, Cassie is in a whole lot of pain right now. She's emotional. She's raw. She's doing what anyone would do facing the same circumstances. She's trying to find somebody to blame.
And if that's going to be me, then that's cool. I mean, I can live with that.
Yeah, but can she? See, that's the big question here. She needs you. She needs her sister. She needs your love and your support more than she needs to blame you. And if she doesn't see that for herself, you have to help her see it.
What if I make it worse? I'd never forgive myself.
Come on, sit down. Sit with me. I can't believe I'm hearing you talk like this. I can't believe you're even saying these things. Reva, you never give up. That's why we're here right now. That's why we're both wearing these wedding bands again. Because you follow your instincts and you trust your heart. Now, what is your heart telling you right now? Is it telling you to stay away from Cassie? Or is it telling you to go to her and be with her and comfort her? What are you waiting for?
Excuse me, nurse. Hi, my grandma left the medication.
Here it is. I was just about to phone her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Like I care.
I certainly don't.
Is Robbie okay?
Yeah, he went right back to sleep. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No.
Me more.
Oh, me.
I hate it when I get that nasty edge in my voice.
No, I hate it when I get so sarcastic and, you know.
Patronizing?
Yeah, that too. You know, honey, as long as we've been together, we've been fighting.
No,
Fighting who I am and where I come from. I love you so much, you and Robbie. I love you both more than my own life. But, you know, this thing with your father, it's made me realize that I can't be anyone but me.
Oh, baby, I'm not asking you to be...
Yeah, you are. You are. And, I mean, I don't want to have this argument forever. I don't. It's just, it's exhausting. You know, I am who I am. Just like you're Bauer, I'm Santos. Please, don't ask me to change any more than I already have. Because I can't. What you see right here, I mean, it's... Right now, it's what you get. Can you live with that?
Beth, is everything all right? You look like you're going somewhere.
I am. I'm going to visit Rick, because he made him a card right here, and I'm going to take it to him.
Well, will Phillip be going with you?
No. His shoulder is sore from tennis, so he's going to go to the hot tub.
Yeah, I pity people that don't have a hot tub. You should make sure you get one in your new place.
Well, you've been working on your subtlety.
Just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, right? No kidding.
So how long do you think Ellen and I have exactly?
Do you spontaneously combust? Beats the hell out of me. Too many variables.
No, I want to know what you think. I do. Go on, give it your best shot. In fact, let's make it a wager, but I have to warn you, I'll win. I usually do.
Well, see, that's your problem. So does Alan.
Not when he backs down.
Yeah, well, you know, we see that with about the same frequency that we see Haley's Comet. Although I will say, if there's a woman around that's going to make him heal, it might be you.
Well, you know what? I'm flattered.
You're bright. Maybe as bright as he is. Certainly as driven. And you understand that you have to keep him guessing. That's very important. It's a very odd relationship. Not one that I would ever want to have any part of, I don't think. But what the hell? To each his own.
What kind of relationship do you want, Philip? The kind you have with Lorelei? I mean, Beth.
Wonder where that pesky diary is. Think it's in Olivia's room? Maybe it's in Olivia's bag. Doesn't really matter. Just as long as it's someplace that Beth can't find it.
Oh, you're being naughty. So you admit I did you a favor?
A big one. Thank you.
Well, you did me a favor, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
You actually stood up for me, and that's something no one has done in a really long time. So thank you. Really, I mean it. Thank you.
You said that already. We have an audience.
Well, then.
This has been Guiding Light.